Welcome back. We're talking about reading strategies, and we've talked about the first one, which is when you don't know a word, what do? You look it up, you write down the various meanings of the word, you check the meaning of the word in its context, and you learn the meaning. But for me, an even more important reading skill is guessing the meaning of a word from its context. Now, you will find clues for the meaning of the word in the punctuation of the sentence, in the word order, in the idea order, in the word groupings, the sentence structure, the paragraph structure, and possibly even in the intonation. Now, intonation is the expression in the voice. So I've said there that when a text is read to you, listen not only to the words, but also to the way it's read. So I'm talking about the context of a word in its broadest possible sense. So you'll find the word in a sentence, in a paragraph, and in a text as a whole. And you'll find clues to the meaning of that word in all of that sentence, paragraph, text as a whole. There are other ways in which the writer can help you to understand something. Look at this example. In Brussels, we went to visit the Musée des Beaux-Arts. Now, you might, when you get to this, say, "Oh, wow, I don't know what that is. I don't even know what language that is." But we've just said that one of the places where you look for a clue is in the punctuation. So look at the sentence again. What is the purpose and function of that comma? In Brussels, we went to visit this Musée des Beaux-Arts, comma, the Museum of Fine Arts. What you need to recognize is the use of the punctuation and the sentence structure. This explains that. It's a translation of that, which comes immediately afterwards, separated by a comma. That is an important reading skill, is to know that the author's telling you the meaning. At the party, John, my brother, played the guitar. That's a much simpler example of what I'm talking about. The phrase between commas explains more about John. John, tell me more about John, my brother. I want to buy a compendium of games, comma, a collection of board games in one box. Once again, notice that comma. What are you going to be given here? The explanation of the meaning of the word compendium. So if you understand that that's what the comma is doing, you can understand there is the meaning of that word. Another punctuation mark that you must pay attention to is the colon. The semicolon also, and the dash. Look at this. I was really embarrassed, colon. What does that colon tell you? When your eye gets to it, your eye tells your brain, here's a colon. Your brain says, oh, okay, an explanation is coming. I was really embarrassed. I was saying that anyone who failed the test must be a moron when Judy said she'd failed the test. I'm about to explain why I was really embarrassed. Here is the explanation. The colon tells you explanation coming. The rain was pelting down, semicolon. What is the semicolon? Your eye tells your brain understands what does it mean. It means that the next sentence is going to be very, very closely linked to this sentence. Let's look at the example. The rain was pelting down, the geraniums were bending under the attack. It's not an explanation, but it's saying there is a close link between the pelting down of the rain and the geraniums bending under the weight. At the party, I got a shock. So once again, I tells brain, brain says, okay. Now the dash, it could be an afterthought, a change of thought, or a climax. So your brain says, okay, I'm waiting to see which of those. At the party, I got a shock, dash. My boyfriend was dancing with another girl. So here is a climax to explain what this terrible shock was. Sentence structure can help you as well as punctuation. I never meant to condemn you. I would always want to praise you. Now, maybe you don't know the meaning of the word condemn, but go to this. You do know the meaning of praise, to respect, to admire, to say good things about. So, I never meant to condemn you. I would always want to praise you. This word must be the opposite of that word because it's balanced. The sentence structure is balanced. So, if praise is to say good things about, condemn must be to say some bad things about, to criticize. So look at your sentence structure also as an important reading skill. We're going to continue with reading skills in our next segment.